Clinical judgment is the most important skill your students must possess to be prepared for safe professional practice. Unfortunately, most graduate nurses who currently pass the NCLEX do not possess entry-level expectations of clinical judgment, which can adversely impact patient outcomes. As a nurse educator, expert clinician with more than 35 years of experience, and founder of Keith RN, I am recognized as a thought leader on clinical judgment and its importance to nursing practice and patient outcomes. To empower nurse educators to confidently develop and practice clinical judgment skills, I've developed an online video course titled Developing Clinical Judgment to prepare students for practice and NextGen NCLEX. This course has 4 content modules that provide 4 contact hours. The first module is how to teach clinical judgment. To effectively teach clinical judgment, it must be correctly defined. This module will lay the foundation for nurse educators so clinical judgment is understood and identify what educational best practices are most effective to develop clinical judgment. The second module is classroom strategies to develop clinical judgment. To practice and develop clinical judgment, the classroom needs to be transformed from a passive learning environment where textbook content is regurgitated to an active learning setting where students come to class prepared, ready to practice clinical judgment skills in the safety of the classroom. The third module is clinical and simulation strategies to develop clinical judgment. To develop clinical judgment in the clinical, faculty need to control the learning environment by providing supplemental activities and developing clinical paperwork that reinforces clinical judgment skills. This module will highlight essential strategies to develop clinical judgment and provide problem recognition skills. Now is the time to start writing test questions that will capture the essence of the clinical judgment skills students require for both practice and NextGen NCLEX. In the final module, Writing Test Questions to Evaluate Clinical Judgment, this content will highlight practical strategies to write concise, case-based scenarios with a series of questions that capture the essence of what will be expected to be successful on the upcoming NextGen NCLEX. Because this course is online, you can view it at your convenience and have lifetime access to this content. In addition to needed teaching, practical strategies and innovative tools I have developed are included that will not only save you hours of valuable time, but make it easy to implement educational best practices to practice clinical judgment skills. Click the link below to learn more and take the next step to strengthen and transform how nursing is taught in your program to strengthen clinical decision-making, which will better prepare your students for both practice and licensure.